Going on, Sports Card Consultant here. Today we're going to look at the 2018 Prizm set in the grade PSA 10, and we're going to see who over the last 7 days has gone up the most. We're going to look at the top 10 people. But before we get into that, of course, I have the Sports Card Society link in description, SportsCardSociety.com, where almost every day to my members of the society, my team and I do a lot of research, and we put together a video almost every day and send it to them and put it in the membership area, picking out and outlining and showing our research and all of our reasoning for a specific sports card investment and what we plan on doing with it, because it's important to know what you want to do with the card too. Do you want to hold it? Do you want to quick flip it? What's your exit strategy? For instance, a few weeks ago, about a month ago now, we recommended a Ja Morant courtside PSA 10. We got it for about $650, $700. Today it's going for about $1,400. At its peak, it went for about $1,500. We recommended a Deandre Ayton 2018 Prizm PSA 10. We were getting it for about $120. It's going for $200 now. Many other cards to do. Link in the description, SportsCardSociety.com. It's only $9.99 a month. And also, I'm going to be using the Market Movers tool here. This time I'm going to be going through, because what's really cool about this tool is that I can just say, hey, basketball, Prizm 2018 PSA 10s, and it'll show me what all the cards on eBay in this set have done over the last 7, 14, 30, 60, 90 days. A lot of things that I can do with this tool, a hell of a lot more than just this, but there's just so many fun things to play around with. Anyways, I'll put the link to this too, the Market Movers tool. I'll put the link to this in the description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month or your first year, whichever subscription you choose. All right, let's dive in this. Right after you hit the like button, because this video is fire, and subscribe. If you're watching this, you're probably not new to the channel, but you probably haven't subscribed yet, because what I've learned is most people that watch any video aren't subscribed to the channel. Learning about this stuff as quickly as possible is the key to the game. So subscribe, because I come out with cutting edge stuff all the time, okay? And if you really want to get an edge, join the society. But subscribe at least. Let's dive in. Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo. I still don't know how to say his name to this day. We're going to say that what I just did was decent. It was all right. You do better. Go. Comment below. All right, so he's got 3 cards in the 2018 Prizm in the grade PSA 10, at least in the Market Movers tool. So these are all coming out of the Prizm set. You're like, how does he have 3 cards? Well, there's the Prizm, the base, there's the silver, and there's the green. And there's more than that too, but these are the 3 that are in here. Now, the one that of course went up the most was his base PSA 10. Now this, of course, it's not his rookie card. You think about that. We're looking at 2018 over the last 7 days, the 2018 Prizm set, over the last 7 days in the grade PSA 10. And number 1 is Giannis. Would you have guessed that? I mean, come on, be honest. I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have guessed Luka? No, I might have guessed Luka. I wouldn't have guessed Trey. I wouldn't have guessed, because they're all down a little bit, because this is their rookie card. This isn't a Giannis rookie card. So actually looking at this, that does make a bit of sense, because he just signed his extension. That's why Giannis is up. I bet about any set I look at, Giannis is going to be up there. It's important to remember that anything that happens with a player that is newsworthy, noteworthy, it doesn't even have to be humongous. Although an extension is something that catches our attention, it makes the cards go up. It just does. If he had not signed his extension, the cards would have probably also gone up, honestly. They might have gone up more than this. As a matter of fact, in my opinion, I'm guessing, I would bet they'd go up more than this. Anyways, pretty decent gain in 7 days. Was going for an average sale, well, minimum sale was 28, max sale was about 45, average sale 37, so that's pretty decent. And his silver went up too, 103 to 124. I'm actually a little surprised. I would have kind of thought the silver would have gone up more than the base. With rookie cards, I commonly find that, but this is no rookie card. All right, let's see who the next person is. I'm not going to give it all away. Let's see. Who do you think the second person is? Take a guess. Comment below, or at least say it in your head. All right, go. Colin Sexton. He's got 4 cards in here in this set. One thing that's cool about Market Movers too is I can just click this little button. It'll take me to eBay and pull a bunch of his cards for sale. Is that what I wanted to pull up? The silver? I clicked. What did I click? Yeah, I clicked the silver. That's right. Thinking it was the base. I was going to say that's a little. Anyways, so it pulls up a bunch of them for sale. That's pretty cool. What I'm also going to do with this card, I can just click this button and Market Movers will chart it for me. If you don't know what that looks like, you'll see it in just a second. Colin Sexton 2018 Prizm, silver, PSA 10. Give me, I can choose any date I want here. I could go back, I could go forward, I could choose whatever date frame. This is the past roughly 3 months, well, almost exactly 3 months. And it started at 344, and today, 524. Now, Colin Sexton's someone that I've been buying too. Back here in, well, actually I was buying him about right here. So I'm very happy to see this because I think he's going to have a good year. Look at this. Nice. Now, Cleveland's not going to be good though. Anyways, so that was that card pulled up. Again, link for Market Movers tool in description. You get all kinds of being able to visualize this data like this is so powerful. I don't even like the thought of scrolling through eBay and looking at old sales or looking at 130 point. Like it makes me cringe. Like I'm thankful those are there and I still use them a little bit to confirm this stuff. But this is where I even know where to go. This is the map. This is the big cheat map to figure out what to buy and where to look and what to avoid and when to sell and stuff like that. Market Movers. Seriously. Link in description. Use code SOCIETY, 20% off first month, first year. All right. That's a pretty decent gain though, right? 430 to 550, right? Purple wave. That went up a bit. Silver's really the main one, right? Because that's where the real profit is. Because you got to think about too. You got to remember, you buy this at 430, you're paying tax on it. So, you live in Washington where I live, it's 10% freaking sales tax. Ugh. Anyways, so I'm paying out 470, even a little over that. Maybe I negotiate with them. I typically I never pay what the going rate. I won't buy something at a going rate. That's simply why, because I got to cover my fees and get to this number. Anyways, then when you sell this, eBay is going to take 10%. So we're going to take $50 off of that. So you get maybe 500 out of that, 495 and 470, 495. It's just, that's not much margin. That's not much profit. You really got to look at that. So this was the average, or excuse me, this was the minimum sale in the last 7 days. And this is the max sale, but for 7 days, not bad. I could definitely see, let's pull that chart up again. I could see, look at the trajectory too. That's another thing. Look, the dotted line, and look at the pattern. I could see it taking another hike up, but I could see it going down too. But anyways, season's starting in 4 days, so I'm not too worried about the prices. I'm not really selling or buying, but definitely not selling much right now anyways. This purple went up that much. All right, well, that's what we got for Colin Sexton. Who do you think is number 2? I think we're going to do 5 of these. Does that sound decent? We'll do 5. Oh, shoot, I already showed it. Deandre Ayton. He's got 8 cards in here, so that's cool. What was number 1? The red, white, and blue Prizm? Really? Why in the hell is that? That really surprises me. Over the regular base. See, if you know anything about cards, which you probably do, you wouldn't, I would at least, I would never guess the red, white, and blue to go up more in any given time period than the base or the silver. No way. That's so strange. And 10 sales, so that's another thing. See, it's showing me the number of sales that happened in the last 7 days on eBay. So that's a decent number. It's a decent sample size. 142 to 230. Like I told you, Deandre Ayton was someone that I recommended in my society. Going for over 200. We were buying it for about 120 a few weeks ago. I bought up some of his silvers too. I was getting them for like $300. I mean, nice. Really pays to leverage a weird mathematical nerd like me and my team to let us just do all the research for you and just hand you on a silver platter a special video almost every day outlining a new sports card investment pick and not just saying, hey, go get this guy, showing the research as to why to go get that guy, and also showing what's out there and where to buy from and what exit strategies to be looking at. Very powerful stuff. People that join the society, very rarely do they actually cancel the membership. And there were 27 sales of the Prizm, so that's good. Someone got a steal there. Going for $217. Got the Prizm Silver, like I said. Prizm Pink Ice. You kind of just couldn't go wrong. In reality, I still think Deandre Ayton is a buy because I think he's really going to have a jump this year. I think he's really going to have a jump because I think the Suns are going to be very competitive. And you know what? CP3 is excellent addition to the big men. He's possibly the best in the NBA addition to the big men. So DeAndre Ayton is going to get a lot of love this year. Mark my words. Who's next? Going to number 4. Kobe. Kobe's always a good buy. Kobe is always a good buy. Always. We got 5 cards of his, so let's pull them all up. That one went down. No worries. Don't care. Prizm Pink Ice. There's only one sale, so it just kind of stayed flat. But the Prizm Base PSA 10 in 2018 jumped up a bit. That's interesting, right? Because you think Kobe Bryant, got to be the rookie. This is a card that comes out after he retired. He wasn't playing in 2018. And this card's going up. Let's pull it up on the chart and see what it's done in the past year. How about that? Because that's interesting, right? So this is what it's done in the past. You saw what it did in the past 7 days. This is what it's done in the past 3 months. So it hasn't gone up a lot. You wouldn't expect it to go up a lot, but you would expect it to maybe go up some. This is why you want to know where to buy too. Like back here, you know one sold for 95. All of a sudden you see this on the market movers tool, one sold for under 50. You know it's buy time. This is when I recommend it to my society. I'd be, hey, guys, go buy this because it's down really low and that's ridiculous. So it's going to go back up. And look at it. Go up, 120. And then it's going to go down. Like, hey, society, buy again. It's under $50. Buy it. So remember, with this card, when it goes under $50, buy it. Okay? You got it? My throat is dry. It is late. I just got done recording my society video. So my throat's a little burned out. But I wanted to make a video for you all on YouTube too. Low pop, 174. Let's look at Kobe. It's probably a good card. Oh, look at that face. Just ready to, God, what is he, just floating in midair? It's crazy. Kobe is very good. I like Kobe Bryant. Let's see what it's done in the past year. How about that? Boom. Let's go back to Jan 1. Take it all the way to today. Isn't the market movers tool awesome? Link in description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off. So overall, the dotted line shows this card's gone down overall over the year. Interesting, huh? But it's clear that this card has peaks and valleys. So with a card like this, what I would recommend to my society and what I'm recommending to you, Kobe is always a good buy. You just got to know when to buy, right? Timing is everything no matter what card you buy. Whether it's Kobe, whether it's anybody. So like I said, this card, when it gets under $50 or around $50, time to buy. Because what's going to happen? What's happened every time? 45 shot all the way up to 166 in August. Now this is the height of the NBA market. Guess what? NBA's kicking off again. Guess what? The card's going for 70, but what was it going for? I'd even say $60 is a good buy right now just because of the timing of when the season is going to start. This card is going to have another spike. It's going to get over Hondo easy. 130. This baby's going to go. Just look at the patterns. This is what the society pays me to do, is to look at this stuff. And you see the pattern. You see the up, the down, the up, the down, the up, the down. And you look at this big spike, you're like, well, it was already way up there. Well, the card's already been up there, so that's a really good thing to know. This card's already been that high. So could it get back to that high? I'd say yeah. I wouldn't hate you for buying. Because look at that. You know it's going to go above it. You know it's going to get up to 130, 120. It's sitting here at 70. This isn't a card I'm not necessarily holding for all my life. You maybe could. But I'd probably flip it. This is easy cash. This is easy cash. All right. On to the next. So that was 4 people. Rip Mamba. You were amazing. Good dude too. Just super smart. Like a super smart, thoughtful human being. Yeah, he had the incident. The incident, we all know what that is. But good guy. Anyways, 5th and last. Here we go. Jaren Jackson. He actually went down. See, the market mover I'm sorting it by the biggest change. It's not saying the biggest positive change, the biggest percent change, right? But it tends to start at the top and work its way down. Jaren Jackson, you got 5 cards. Overall, these 5 cards went down 2.3. Guess what? Red, white, and blue. Who'd have thought? I would never think that. I would never think, why is the red, white, and blue going up? Generally, people don't even like to look at this card. Look at Captain Barbershop here. Captain Barberpole. Well, this is it's just nowhere near as good looking. It's all up to opinion. But I would say consensus is that this is just not a great looking card. It usually goes for about exactly the same, maybe a little more, maybe a little less than the base Prizm. Anyways, look at the last 3 months of this card. It's just been going up. And you know what? I like Jaren Jackson. He's not going to be playing when the season starts because he's had the injury, but he'll be back in January. And remember, I swear, once the word starts coming up that he's going to be back playing, everything of his is going to go up. So watch out for that next month. Maybe even later this month. But overall, let's look at what he's done in the past year. Jan 1, December 18th. Happy effing holidays, filthy animals. Whoo! Terrible investment, right? Terrible. What a terrible investment. Why would you ever invest in Jaren Jackson? I mean, he just goes up. How ridiculous, huh? Look at that dotted line. Isn't that just the ugliest thing you've ever seen? I'm obviously joking if you're not understanding that. Look. Whew. Jaren, I would like to buy you at 35 because you had a sale of 2 Hondo. But I'd say your baseline now is probably around 150. So, Triple J, if he goes down below 150, buy it. Like here's a dip. 102. Ooh, what a dip. It's October though. I mean, that's what happened in October. That's when I bought a lot of cards and I recommended a whole lot of cards to my society and they made a lot of money. God, I love this market movers tool though. I mean, you get what I'm saying? Being able to just look at this, like you got to feel confident about Jaren Jackson. Now the question is, what price do I want to buy at? What's the right price to buy at? I would say here, under 150 for Jaren Jackson. Get this red, white, and blue for under 150. Let's look at his base too, because I would rather buy his base even though, boy, it's gone down a bit this week. So this may be the time to buy. Don't look at those. That red is bad. Thank you, market movers, for showing me red. So back here, mid-November, when people were making their bets, which is really what was happening, mid to late November, people were placing their bets. That's when everything shot up, placing their bets for the season. And then, of course, he sunk way down here. Oh, he's not playing? Oh, under 150. And the market said, no, under 150 for this card? No. Boom, boom. 160, 170. And then, okay, he's not playing. Oh, well, I don't want this to go under. I mean, I'm saying out loud what the market is saying. That's literally what it's saying here. If you can get this card for under 150, or the red, white, and blue, but I would go for this one because I think this one's a little bit easier to sell. There's more demand for this than the red, white, and blue because that's the way Prizm is. There's more demand for the base than there is for the red, white, and blue. So red, white, and blue typically looks like a barber pole, and it's just not as attractive. I think it's fine. It's just not as attractive. This is the card people want. So get this card under 150. All right, that's what I got for you today. Again, the Market Movers tool is in the description. Use code SOCIETY for 20% off your first month of your first year. Join the society if you feel like you'd like to see a lot more of this stuff and you'd like to learn about it a hell of a lot sooner than right now finding it on public YouTube. This is good info. Subscribe to this channel because I come out with all kinds of stuff like this to help you all the time. But if you really want to get another leg up, join the society. All right. So I got for you. NBA starts in 4 days. I'm so happy about that. I want you to remember, you are worthy and deserving of anything you want. You're awesome.